Hey love, I hope you're doing so well. Welcome to my channel. So today we're going to be trying some fruit nail art. I of course have been obsessed with the viral fruit nails. I really want to step my nail art up. I feel like, I've been doing nails for about a year and change now. I need to step my nail art up. So this whole set is going to be inspired by fruits. As you guys are going to see, I have a bunch of inspos and I will be posting that on the side corresponding to each nail. This first nail is gonna be the strawberry nail. Let me let y'all know I tried this at least 4 times on camera, came out horrible, and then I was gonna give up on the whole set and I was like, you're not gonna get better if you don't practice. So this is me on my 5th try with this. So I went ahead and did 2 different color red jellies and cured, of course, in between for 60 seconds. And then the last coat is going to be a red cat eye gel that I did a little ombre situation because I just wanted the bottom to look a little darker than the top. And once I have that done, I'm going to go ahead and use a magnet, to shift around all those little metal pieces. And then we're on to adding the seeds. I found it was way easier to do these seeds by doing them in a pattern where they're staggered and also keeping a lot of space in between each row so that you have enough space to put these lines. Now y'all, this looked so straightforward. I've seen so many tutorials of girlies doing it. They make it look so easy and I don't know what the hell I was doing wrong. I think next time I'm gonna try doing using some builder base gel or just like a thicker gel instead of using rhinestone glue straight out of the bottle, because I feel like that was what was giving me the inconsistent thicker and thinner lines. Like I wanted everything to look uniform, which is why after I put a layer of the rhinestone glue out the bottle, I did go ahead and try to clean it up with my nail art brush, and at the end I really made it work. Again, this is just the first series of me practicing my nail art until I actually get good, y'all, because I realized I don't really do too much nail art. I do a lot of charm placements, but I don't really do any nail art. I feel like the last thing I actually drew on a nail for real was that alien Curtis Connor that did not come out perfect but came out pretty decent. So yeah, your girl is just trying to get better with her nail art. So this is my first attempt, and I also have my second attempt that I'm filming right now that is going to be a short, so please watch out for that. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to do this neatly and putting a line through each row diagonally. Yeah, y'all, I tried my best. I really did. So once I'm done doing the line from one end to the other, I'm gonna just do the opposite end, and that is what is gonna give it that like strawberry textured look. I tried my best to clean it up and also go into the spots where I could have used some more rhinestone glue just to try to make it look a little even, but I feel like at the end it came out pretty decent. Once I'm done with all the rhinestone glue, I'm gonna cure that for a full 60 seconds and then put a top coat, and then we're on to the next nail. So for this nail, I'm going to be mixing up some colors because this is going to be the apple nail. And I really love this set and I love the little worm details, so I thought, let me try this. So I went ahead and mixed a pale yellow and a jelly nude together to kind of get that like soft yellow, soft white eggshell type color. And I did 2 layers of that, curing for 60 seconds in between. And so for the green for the apple, I used a pastel green and an army jelly green and mixed that together. I did watch a tutorial for this and it was pretty straightforward. Again, I just need to get better and practicing like my lines, my straight lines, and also just my technique when painting, like, you know, putting when to know to, you know, put a lighter hand or a heavier hand to get the line work that you want. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to make the top of the apple and the bottom of the apple so it could look like it's like cut in half. That's the look that we're going for. This kind of did take me a while with fiddling back and forth. I can't for the life of me make an even line on the nail like anytime, even sometimes with charm placements. I think I'm putting the charm in the center of the nail and it's like leaning to the left or leaning to the right. If you guys know any tips or tricks to help with that, please let me know in the comments because your girl can never have anything even and it'd be driving me crazy. Like I had to wipe this off and start over so many times because it just wasn't even. Then after a while, I'm like, this is good enough. So after I'm done with that and curing, I did 2 layers of the green. I'm gonna go ahead and put some rhinestone glue in the center to act like little seeds. And I think this little detail was so cute. Once I clean that up and get it into the shape that I like, I'm gonna cure that. And then using my brown jelly polish, I'm gonna go ahead and paint over them. So once that's cured, I'm gonna go ahead and take out my solid gel. I ran out of gloves, so please forgive me for not wearing gloves. My skin is too sensitive. I don't even know why I'm playing with myself. I just made a Shein order to re-up on a lot of stuff, so there will be a haul coming soon, and that will include some gloves. For some reason, everywhere around me I can't find them in my size. Go ahead and take my solid gel and make a little worm. So once I get the worm to the thickness that I like, I'm gonna go ahead and just plop that baby on to the nail and just try to make it look wormy. Once I've adjusted that and it's all cured, I'm gonna go ahead and use these different kind of jelly nudes that I have and pretty much do one layer of each just to give it some dimension. I was thinking about adding some lines, but I tried off camera and I didn't like it, and I thought that the worm looks super cute the way it is. This was by far my favorite nail. Like, it is not perfect and I do have a lot of work to do with my nail art, but wow, it came out so cute. So now for the next nail, I'm gonna be doing a banana peel, and I wanted to do something different. Instead of just using like an opaque yellow and just a regular brown, I thought that maybe a jelly cat eye situation would be cute. So I did 2 layers of the yellow jelly gel polish, and then I did 2 layers of this yellow cat eye gel. And once I get the effect to the way I like, I'm going to go ahead and cure that. And now it's time for the spots. So using my Makartt blooming gel, I'm going to put a layer of that, and using my brown jelly gel polish, I'm going to go ahead using my dotting tool and just making little dots all over to try to give that, you know, the banana peel going bad kind of, you know, flair. This came out more looking to me like a sweet plantain. I don't know if you guys know what maduros are. That's just a Spanish word for a sweet plantain, and that's what this was giving me more, which is not really a fruit, but I still liked it nonetheless. So once I'm done with that first layer, I'm going to go back with another layer of blooming gel, and now using a darker brown jelly gel polish, I'm going to go ahead and do some more dots on top of that to just give it a little more depth and dimension. Once that's cured, I'm going to go ahead with my last layer of yellow gel polish, and now we're on to the next nail. So this next nail is going to be a watermelon nail. As you can see, I had a lot of inspo circled, but I tried a lot of them and they just came out so horrible, and I got just so discouraged. I was like, you know what? Let me just try this next fruit, and I definitely liked my attempt with this way better. So just like we did with the strawberry nail, I'm going to go ahead and mimic that same gel polish. So 2 different kind of red jellies cured in between, and then going in with this red cat eye halfway ombre to give that, you know, dimension. And then I'm going to go ahead with this green pastel to kind of mimic the rind of the watermelon. I only have pastel and army green or jelly shades of the green, so I really was trying with this. And at the end, I forgot that I have a green cat eye gel that I should have just used in the first place. So once that pale green is cured, I'm going to go ahead and do a layer of this green jelly just to try to give it a little bit more, you know, something, so it looks a little bit more darker green. So then going in with my white gel polish, I'm going to do a little line next to that. And then, of course, the seeds. I went ahead and mimicked the same seeds that I made on the strawberries and having them staggered. And then I'm gonna finish it off by finally putting the green cat eye that I should have did in the first place, but I forgot about. But you know what? That's all right. So I kind of messed the nail up a little bit because I do have black 3D carving gel. So I thought it would be cute to make some 3D pits, but it came out looking weird. So I had to wipe it off and it messed up some of the seeds, but I just used rhinestone glue to make them 3D. Now on to the next and final nail. I tried doing the citrus nail so much and it came out awful. I really have to practice that. So last minute I decided just to do a dragon fruit. I also had to do this nail over like 4 times because I was trying to do it like the picture and it really wasn't coming out the same because of course this is a whole different nail shape. So I ended up just doing the top and the bottom, this hot pink, and of course the base of the nail, this Born Pretty milky white jelly gel polish. I really went back and forth with this nail, so you're gonna see in the next scene that there is no bottom half because I took it off, then put it back on and trying to do this thing, but at the end we got it, y'all. So once that's all cured, now it's time to go in with the seeds. And using my detail brush, I'm going to go ahead and just plop these seeds on. I am not doing a staggered seed because I think that this looks a little better with the dragon fruit. And once all that's cured, I'm going to go back with my rhinestone glue just to make these babies a little 3D and then finish it off with a top coat off camera. And y'all, here we are with the finished set. This set really put me through it. It took me about 2 days to finish because the first day I really had to give myself a break because I was driving myself crazy because it wasn't coming out like the pictures, and I have to keep reassuring myself this is my first time trying this, is not going to be perfect, but I still do love the end result. I think that I did my best. It came out cute. And the more I practice, the better I will get. So here is just one video out of many, me trying to practice my nail art until it's perfect, or perfect for me. If you guys have tried any of this fruit inspired nail art and you have any tips or tricks, please let me know down in the comments, y'all, because I've done watched a bunch of TikToks and for some reason it's just not going for me, y'all. But I really hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please give it a like down below, and please please subscribe if you want to keep up with my nail content. Hit that bell notification so you don't miss any uploads. And if you made it this far, love, I appreciate you so much. I hope you're having a great day and a great week. And I'll see you next time, love.